Hello, everyone, and kids. Today we're going to learn spreadsheets, wonderful spreadsheets that can make your work very easy, and that will help. That will you will learn by the end of this session how to do maths calculation using values in spreadsheets and how to use cell references in spreadsheets. Let's talk about cell reference first. Just for a recap, everything, the full sheet, this is a spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet is broken down into columns and rows. Okay, so you can see this is D column, E. So all columns are named from A, B, C, D, E, and if you go to the end, it's going up to Z. So these all are columns. Okay, let's talk about rows. It's one, two, three, and going down there. Okay, so this is all the full spreadsheet is broken down into columns and rows, and the intersection of each column and row is giving us a cell. So for example, this is our first cell, and the address of this cell will be A, because it's the A column, followed by the row number. So the address of this cell will be A1, B1. If I click here, can you guess what will be the address of this cell? It's E5. Okay, if I ask you what will be the cell reference where number 1 is written. So if you click on number 1, you can see B is a little highlighted, is a little darker gray, and then here 5 is a little darker. So what is the address of number 1? B5. So it's not difficult to guess the cell reference or cell address in a spreadsheet because it will be already highlighted when you reach a cell. We are going to learn how to do mathematical calculations using cell reference. Okay, so for example, if you have to add two values, and I've just made this format. I said you can write on any two numbers here, so I'm writing 23 and 45, and I want to add these two numbers using mathematical formula and using cell references. Okay, so for example, if I say that here I have to add these two values. First of all the formulas start with an equal to sign. Okay, first equal to sign, and then you can write down the address of the cell for which you want to add the value. For example, you want to add 23. What is the address of 23? That 23 is in C5, so you can write on C5, and you can see it is highlighted already. It's peach color now. Then you want to add, so use the plus sign, and then you have to choose the number 2. So number 2 is again in C column, but 6th row, so it will be C6. And you can see the second number is already highlighted purple or indigo. Okay, so once you have done this one, when you press enter, the two numbers are being added and it's 68. Okay, now why we are using cell reference, we can do something with values also. So instead of writing equal to C5 plus C6, we can also do equal to 23 plus 45, and it will give us an answer that is 68 again. So why we are using the cell references, why we are choosing a difficult task? This is not a difficult task, this is an easy task actually, students. Why? Because when you're using cell reference, you made a formula. Now even if you want to change the formula, change the number here, so instead of 23 you decided to add 100 here, so you will not have to change the formula. Okay, it will become 145 automatically. Okay, same thing you're going to do to do subtraction. So first thing you're going to do is, what is the very first thing to write on a formula in spreadsheet? Equal to sign. Excellent. Then you have to find out the address of number 1. So what is the address of number 1? Very good, C5. And then minus, what is the address of number 2? C6. And here comes 100 minus 45 is 55. Let's do the multiplication. Same rules. The first rule is, excellent, multiplication sign. You have to do C and then formula 5. Okay, and then multiplied is a static sign. Okay, so if I zoom in, you'll be able to see that it is a static sign. Okay, and the second cell is C6, same column but different row. So the second is C6, so I'm gonna write down C6. um, C6, and it's done. Multiplication is done. 100 multiplied by 45, 4500, and the last one is equal to number 1. You can even click with your mouse, divide by number 2. Okay, once you understand what are the cell references, you can easily just click it there and the answer is there. When you're going to do division, you can see it's a long answer. You can round it off, you can decide how many decimals you want, but we'll discuss it later on. Okay, today you're just going to focus on this thing. Okay, so first thing you're going to focus is how to do this, how to use cell references. Now if you want to change anything, or if there is any problem, you can always click on the form on the cell, go to the formula bar and do the editing here. If you want, if you'll try to make changes here, you will actually lose all the data from here. For example, here instead of 100, if you want to write on 145, so as soon as you click on, either you have to do double click so that you can go inside and the blinking mouse is visible there, then you can do editing. Okay, blinking bar is visible there, then you can do, okay, I want 123. Otherwise, if you cannot have the double click, if you're trying to do double click and you're getting the other way is that you can just click on this formula bar and make changes here. So I'm doing 123 plus 450 and you can see a lot of changes here. Okay, now the other thing is that I've told you that division is quite long here. You can make it, you can fix these decimal places. You can see the decimal places are a lot here. So how you will change it, these are the tools to increase the decimal places or decrease the decimal places. Okay, so if I want to decrease my decimal places, usually the standard is like you can have 2 decimal places, so I'm going to decrease it. So when you'll start decreasing it, first of all select all the cells. So I'm going to select only last cell maybe for division. So you can see I'm decreasing my decimal places. Okay, and it will automatically do the round off also. So good luck, enjoy. I hope you have reached your success criteria. Your success, can you say, I can do maths calculation using values? If you think that you can say that and you understand that how you can do maths calculation using values, you can click on this cell, go here, find the bucket sign and make it green. It will tell me that you really understand it. If you think you can do math calculation using cell references, go to the 3 dots here, click on more, click on the bucket sign and make it green. If you think that you can do it but you need to practice more, you can choose yellow. But if you cannot understand anything, you can choose orange and I'll help you. I'll get back to you. Okay, so these are the 3 colors that you're going to choose to highlight your success